What's up guys, I'm back here, and today I'm going to be doing another Halo 2015 Summer Set review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Promethean Warriors. This is one of the true packs for this year. I really like this one because it is a villain pack that we get, and we get a bunch of Promethean figures, including a Promethean Night, which is pretty sweet, and the set is around like $16, or around the regular price range of the true builder packs, so that's pretty sweet. And we do get a lot of cool figures in this one. They cut down the figures to 4 from 5 from last year, so that's a little disappointing, but still, I mean, nonetheless, the set is pretty cool, and it is nice to see all these Prometheans in one set. So looking at the box here, we do get a nice action shot of all the Prometheans running into battle here. We get 2 Watchers, 1 Promethean Knight, and 1 Watcher up there. So yeah. And then the back of the box right here, we get to see all the weapons and whatnot. We get a binary rifle, 2 pulse grenades, and a better look at all the figures and a little bit of detail at the figures in game. So yeah, here's a look at the box, guys. Now let's take a look at the actual set. And here's the completed set. Now let's take an up close look at the figures. So starting things off with our first figure here, and probably the best figure in the set, or in my opinion, the best figure in the set. This is the Promethean Night that we get. With all these Promethean figures, they are using a red translucent color tone. The accent color in this one is red instead of like the regular orange or blue that we usually see in Mega Bloks form. I think this is the first time they've gone with the red. I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure maybe in one of the blind bags or something like that they did put a red version of the Prometheans in there, but from what I know, this is the first time they've been using red with the Promethean sets, which is pretty cool. I mean, and this Promethean Night does look really cool. I mean, we have seen this type of Promethean Night before. The specialized back part right here is not new or anything. We have seen this in previous sets. It is the more triangular one. All these do flip open, and then in this back portion right here, you can place a Watcher. I'll be showing that in just a second. But yeah. So he does have a kind of like a trunk compartment there, which is pretty cool. It does add a lot of bulk to the figure, which is also realistic to the figure in game. But yeah, looking at the weapons here, we do get this really cool. I forgot the name of this. I forgot the name, but it's a really cool translucent red sword right here, and we do get a rifle right here, which is also a Promethean rifle, which is pretty sweet as well. It does have a little red dot on each side, so it is a lot more accurate and I guess a painted weapon, I guess you could say. But yeah, it is pretty cool to get these weapons. You can switch that out with a different Promethean weapon. I'll show you that in just a second as well. But yeah, and then we do get the tiny arms here, which are not as articulated as the other ones. They're not really meant to hold anything. They're just meant to be there for accuracy. And he does have huge, massive legs here, which are pretty nicely molded and pretty well detailed in their molding and whatnot. The whole figure does have a lot of nice, crisp, and clean lines through it, which does add a lot of detail. I do really like the head of this one. This is not the one with the open head with the skull that glows and whatnot. It's the closed one. I do like this one better. I don't really like the whole skull thing that much, but yeah, this one does look pretty cool, and I'm really happy to get a Promethean Night in a set so small, I mean, or so cheap, I guess, because usually the Promethean Nights are in a lot more expensive sets, so it's pretty cool to see Prometheans in cheaper sets. I hope they continue with this. Maybe we can get like an Elite Battle Pack or something next wave and whatnot, because I'm really liking seeing villain packs right here. They do look pretty cool, so yeah, it's pretty much going to do it for the Promethean Night. So our second figure here is the Alfred Crawler. This is not the regular one, this is the alpha version, so it does have a different headpiece, and the back has a bunch of the red translucent parts coming out of it, which is pretty cool. I mean, we have seen this mold before. The Alpha Crawler isn't anything new to us for this for this wave or anything, but it is nice to see it in a red translucent color with all the Prometheans in this set. I mean, it does look pretty cool on him. I think the red looks a lot more intimidating than the orange or blue. I think it does make them look a lot more scary and whatnot, so I'm definitely happy with how this Alpha Crawler turned out. There's nothing too new about this one. I mean, the paint applications and whatnot are good as usual. We do have paint applications on the side right here on the thigh, and then also on the shoulder, and along on the back too with those little red dots, along with the rest of the translucent spikes coming out of his back right there too. This whole piece right here is translucent, just painted over silver. The piece was actually molded in translucent red there, but then they painted over in silver so that it can match the rest of the body right there. And the head looks pretty cool as well. It is a lot more different than the regular crawler that we get in Halo, but this one does look a lot cooler to me. I do prefer this one over the regular crawler. But yeah, so that's pretty much going to do it for the crawler. So here's our regular crawler. I did forget to go over articulation in the last one, so I'm just going to go over it right now. I mean, there's nothing too special about this. It's just a main body portion with 5 ball joints attaching all the different parts. So here you do have the shoulder joint right here, so it doesn't bend at the elbow, I guess you could say, but and it does also bend right here at the hips. But other than that, there's no other points of articulation. So it is pretty well articulated. You can get pretty cool poses with this. But yeah, since this is a regular crawler, this is pretty much the exact same as the Alfred Crawler. It's just that there's two different pieces right here. The head and the backplate are differently are in different molds. This one doesn't have the red spikes coming out, and the head doesn't have the two spikes on the top, and it looks a lot different than the Alpha Crawler. But yeah, I think the Alpha Crawler does look a lot better, but I do like this head mold as well. I mean, it does look pretty cool. But the paint applications on the legs and on the arms are all the same, just that the paint applications on the head are different, and on the back plate are also different. And there's also a little bit of silver right here on the back to continue the silver armor going throughout the figure. But yeah, this is your look at the crawler. So here's the watcher figure we do get in this set. It does come with a translucent stand, which is always nice, so you can pose this on your battlescape and whatnot. This one does fold up, and it can be put into the Promethean Night, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this figure is in red, just like the other ones, and it does have some articulation with the tiny little arms right here, which go up and down, and so do the legs at the bottom right here as well. But the rest is just in translucent red, and there are some red lines going across the wing pieces right here, which are also articulated and can move a little bit. This all does fold up, so it can go in the Promethean Night, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. But yeah, so that's pretty much going to do it for the Watcher. I think we've all seen this before. It's just in a new red color. So yeah, there's your look at the Watcher. So going over the main features of the Promethean Night here, we do have switchable weapons right here with the rifle and on the sword, so you can take these off and put rifles here. I think you guys have seen this before. I mean, all the Promethean weapons do have little pegs on the side for you to attach them to the knights, like right here on the binary rifle. It does have little pegs, so that's going to attach like that. And that's pretty much how you attach the weapons onto the figure. But yeah, then the secondary feature we have here is that you can put the Watcher into the back of the Promethean. I'm not sure if I did this right. I mean, I'm not sure if the face is supposed to be facing inward, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like this. I mean, this was the only way I could get it to fit really with the whole wings and all. It wouldn't really go in when I had the face facing the other way, so I put it in like this, and it does work pretty well. I mean, the flaps all do go down, and it all does work, which looks pretty cool. So it does have a storage space for your Watcher, I guess. One thing though, this is a little bit hard to get out of it after. I mean, I think this might be with my figure alone, but these pegs and whatnot, they do get a little tight in there, so that's a little bit difficult to get the actual figure out again. That's alright though. I mean, it is still possible. It's just a little bit difficult. Just one thing to watch out for when you're putting your Watcher into your Promethean Night. But yeah, so that's pretty much all the features of the Promethean Night. One thing I did want to mention real quick, we do get a binary rifle right here, which is pretty cool, so you can put that on the Promethean Night. And we do get two pulse grenades right here, which is also pretty sweet. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for all the extra accessories. So looking at the main build of this set, we do get a little battle scene, I guess, or a little structure with some nice plants and whatnot. I don't think we've gotten these pieces in this color before. I mean, it's nice to see it in these lighter colors than the usual green, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, the main build of this whole set is in this little foreigner structure that's kind of hovering right here. I don't know what this is actually supposed to be. If you do know, let me know in the comments below, but I'm not sure what this is supposed to actually be. I'm guessing it's just a regular foreigner sculpture or a ruin or something like that. I actually don't know what it is. But yeah. This is pretty much the bulk of the whole build. There's a lot of pieces that go into this, and it's pretty much what you're going to be spending on your entire build time on. I mean, this is pretty much what it takes up all the time in the build. It is pretty not really complicated. It is pretty simple. I mean, but it does take a little time to put together with all these pegs and whatnot, which is a little bit time consuming, I guess. But the rest of the build here is pretty simple. I think it's like 10 pieces total. We do get a hollow shield here, which is pretty sweet in this blue color. I do already have one of these from the Fireteam Eagle set, but it's nice to get another one. These things do look pretty cool. But yeah, this build is pretty sweet. I mean, I do really like the blue translucent pieces here. I do kind of wish they went with the red translucent pieces so that it could match more of the Promethean figures that we got in this set. But this is still pretty cool. I mean, it's really nice to see these Forerunner objects that do look like this. I mean, it does look pretty cool with the whole floating objects going around this build right here. It does look pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna do for the build. There's nothing too special about this. I mean, it's pretty simple and straightforward. But yeah, there it is. So looking at the instruction booklet here, I mean, it's nothing too special. It's just the regular box art that we see in the set, and then it's just kind of a folded up version of that. So it is, mine got a little bit damaged. There's a big wrinkle in it that kind of carries out throughout the entire set. But yeah, it does look pretty cool, and there's the instruction booklet. So guys, my final thoughts on this set. I do think this is a great set. I definitely think you guys should pick this up, especially if you're a fan of Halo 4. I mean, the Prometheans were a pretty big part of Halo 4, and this is a great way to get a bunch of Prometheans in a small set. And I do recommend getting multiples of these. I mean, I don't think we're going to be seeing any more Promethean troop packs like this for a little while, unless they do play a really big role in Halo 5. Maybe we'll be seeing more Prometheans troop packs to go with that. But for now, I do think this is going to be like pretty much the only one we're going to be seeing. So this set I do think is pretty cool. I definitely recommend picking up a bunch of these so you can build up your Promethean armies if you haven't already. I mean, I don't own too many Prometheans myself, so this is pretty good for me. I might get another one or whatnot, just so I can add to them, and I do really like the whole red color of them. They do look pretty cool, and I think the red color is exclusive to the set, so there's another reason for any of the you collectors out there to get this set as well. But yeah, I do think this is a great step for Mega Bloks with their collector's line. I do like how they're making more villain troop packs, because all we get every year is a bunch of Spartan troop packs. Pretty much they're kind of getting repetitive now, so it is really nice to see this build right here, as it does look pretty cool, and it kind of adds to the whole the whole line, Mega Bloks line. I mean, it does add so much to Mega Bloks line. It's really nice to see villains in this. Hopefully, we'll be seeing elites. I really want to see a true pack of the Covenant. So maybe like one with a bunch of elites with their new articulated armor stuff. I mean, we are seeing them in a lot of sets. So they can advertise for their new articulated armor stuff, but like I would like to see a true pack just dedicated for elites. That'd be really cool, and maybe we can see some with like jackals and whatnot, and maybe even like brutes and stuff like that. But yeah, that would be really cool. I do really like how Mega Bloks is kind of giving us bad guys and true packs right here. It is pretty sweet. But yeah, the set is I think around $14 US. I think $16 Canadian, which is where I am. But yeah, so that's a pretty great price point. I mean, for what you get in this set, you get a bunch of great figs, so it is definitely worth it. So I definitely recommend picking this one up. But yeah, so that's pretty much going to do it for me, guys. If you guys enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. And do tell me what you guys think about this set in the comments below. It is pretty interesting. Tell me if you guys like this whole color scheme of the Prometheans and whatnot. Do you like the whole direction Mega Bloks is going here with more villain troop packs? Because I definitely like it. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for me, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.